to mention the 10 great religions are here. Then there was a procession. They all came along with the other devotees and the officials. They all sat on the dais. Still that dais is there. They all sat over that. In 3-4 lines they were sitting. And then they announced that we are going to sing. And the song they sang, the first line is, all we are the son and daughter of one, from whom we have all come, from whom the blessings flow. So this is Vedanta. Just thinking about each and every one as one. And this is very wonderful. You know, the long back in India, 1836, Raghavan Sri Ramakrishna, he was born in a village. Then he grew up in the pure Brahmanical atmosphere. He learned puja and then meditation and all that a Brahmin, high caste, was supposed to do all the worships and rituals. Then he learned there those only. He came to Dakshinesha to earn money, but he was not ready to earn money by doing the puja. That was his wonderful way of telling, I cannot do puja only for earning. Chal kala bandha bidda shikte parvana. This chal kala means when the Brahmins they used to have the puja, then afterward whatever is left they will be carrying. And also the money. But Sri Ramakrishna said, no, I am not going to do that. Then what? Manifestation of the divinity. And he manifested the divinity slowly through the Dvaitic, dualistic way. This we must remember and take it very seriously. We always think that Advaita means only one and no two. But to reach there, we can take the help of two. So this is the unique way the Hindus are giving the training, teaching. Through the Dvaita, you can go to Advaita. Dvaita means two. A means negative. Not two, then one. The moment you say one, conception of two automatically comes. So they say not two. Shankaracharya is mentioning one without any second. That means whatever you can have the idea, that is Vedanta. Veda Anta, the last knowledge. If I get that last knowledge that everything is coming from the one, then how can I understand or have that conception, so many varieties of things? Just someone told that everything has come from one and I have to accept that. Is there any regular system to understand that? They say yes. The Hinduism in the beginning, they say whatever we say to follow. Then slowly your mind gets trained up. And when your mind is trained up, you understand a subtle thing. And they have given the name Dhi. Buddhi and Dhi. Buddhi means intellect. You understand so many other things. But to understand the spirituality, you should have to have Dhi. Dhi Shakti. This Dhi Shakti is a completely different type of power by which you can understand the subtlety. And to develop that subtlety, you have to remove all of the thoughts from your mind. To understand that, you have to remove all of the thoughts from your mind. In the Vedanta, they say, Tanu Manasa, the lean and thin mind. Why the mind has become lean and thin? Because there is no other thoughts except the thought of God. So it is only one. So lean and thin, tanu manasa, man means that the jumble of so many thoughts. Mind means that so many waves of thoughts are passing. Now the question is, why should we try to understand this? Why should we waste our time to know this? How is it going to give us any benefit? That is a real question. As because some people they think there is someone somewhere, so any problem if we go and pray then we'll be protected. This is only conception. But is there any proof? Then they'll be immediately quoting from the references, oh in his life it happened, in his life it happened. That's also not a solid proof. Can I can have that proof? Then say yes, why not? And this is the beauty of the Vedanta, because immediately they will say, sure, why not? The first thing you have to ask yourself, who am I? And this is the question that you have to, if you can find out the answer, you know why we are telling to practice spirituality. Who am I? The first answer will be this name associated with the body, associated with our society, then that way, all these things will come. But is it true? How do you know that you are that? So they give that when you are keeping your hand on your chest and telling, I am this, and you are, when I say that I am this, so what is this? Only this body-mind complex? Now the body, it was not there before my birth. Mind was not there before my birth. Where from it came? And suppose we say, according to the medical system, well, I was born and this way the mind has also grown up, as the doctors they say. Then after death, where you are going to go? And suppose only this many years that you are living. Some people are living for 100 years, some people are living but only 1 year and dying very young. Why this? So there are so many whys. So apart from that, there is something that we can understand. What is that? First, we cannot survive without food. I am going to give you what the example the Vedantin they always give. I cannot survive, no one can survive without food. So they say, this body, Annamaya Kosha. Kosha means the first cover of food. Without the food, this body won't survive. After that, there is a Manomaya, there is a thinking. Annamaya, Manomaya, Pranamaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, Kosha, Vilakshana. You have to go to 5. The first is this physical body. Then breathing. If we are not having the oxygen, we will die. One person made an accident. He was in hospital. And when he was all right, recovered, then the doctors gave in the hospital authority, they give the bill, told everything is free, sir, and you were having the insurance coverages, everything is okay. Only we took 5 oxygen cylinders, we had to hire that emergency. For that you have to pay $500. And he said, $500 for 5 oxygen cylinders? Right from my birth I am taking so many oxygen, so much of oxygen I have already used. So I didn't pay for that. The same way, we do not understand, when it is normal, we think this is normal. But when they give the bill for the oxygen, we understand oxygen is so important. So that proves we have another thing which is important, that is our breathing. So Annamaya, then Pranamaya, that's called Prana in Sanskrit. This breathing, Prana, Then Manomaya, we are going on thinking. Some people, they can write the poems. We look at this moon, or the star, or the sky, that much. But that person, when he looks at that, immediately he will come and jot down some beautiful lines. And some people will put the tune into that, and someone will sing. That way, all the cultures are growing, so different type of things. That means mind is there, Manomaya. In the mind we are constantly thinking. Annamaya, then Pranamaya, then Manomaya, then Vijnanamaya, going on asking questions. Why this, why that, going on this and that. Where from it came, this Vijnanamaya? Unless it is there, it will be boring. We like to know everything. And the scientists, only on that basis, they are developing so many things. Why the hand is paining? There must be some reason. So they are going on researching. They found the hand is paining because there is some problem in the head or in the heart. I was thinking it is the hand. It is not the hand. It is the heart or somewhere else. So the scientists are developing it. And they will give a little medicine, small, little, tiny medicine. You just believe that it will be going to cure. How it is going to cure, nobody knows. I just swallow that pill and it goes and melts in my system, in the blood, and then one day I found, oh, everything is okay. Who did it? The scientist. How? Through that inquiry. So Vijnanamaya Kosha. It is proved. When we are saying that there are 5, the koshas are there, covers are there, how these are proofs? Without food we cannot survive, and without the breathing we cannot, then without thought, and slowly we go to one, which is the goal of every human life. That is called Ananda. Annamaya, Manomaya, then Pranamaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya Kosha. What is Ananda? Joy. Each and every one, whatever we are doing for the joy. The family, they came to me, American family, they are having a beautiful house, but still they are going somewhere. Where you are going? Now camping. Where you are going to camping? They have all systems in that they are taking it along with their car. They will go into a jungle. They will have a tent, and there is no any facility. They will put another lantern. All this primitive system, and they are going to enjoy. But oh my God, from there only we came. Once again you are going to the jungle to enjoy that, and from that life only we came over here, and we are so comfortable. And for some time, 2-3 days, it's so good. The bears will come, deers will come, the birds will come, and we are cooking just fagots. We are just burning, just like the primitive time. They enjoy it very much. Ananda. If you ask me to do that, I say, no, I'm the last man to go over there. Because I don't find Ananda in that. But if you ask me to discuss about the philosophical thing, I get Ananda. So that Ananda is there, though in different ways. The joy is there, bliss is there. But we are now depending on something else. If there is a camping site, then those people are happy. If there is some people who are discussing about the philosophy, I am happy. And suppose you are a scientist, you go in your different meeting, there you are discussing about the so subtle thing. People like me, I will go and feel boring, but you will be it is so interesting. They are reading out their papers and all that. So Ananda is there, but in different way it is coming. But one thing is common, we are depending on something. But suppose we are not depending, constantly the joy has come. That is the goal, and that is called beyond these five. So what are the five? Annamaya, Manomaya, Pranamaya, Vijnanamaya, then Anandamaya. After that something comes, they call it Chaturtham or Atman or Turiya, in different names. From that only all these things are coming. Otherwise, these all things won't function. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna giving an example. As a water is boiling, and inside that a potato and competing with another potato. Suppose they are talking. So he is telling, see, I am jumping higher than you. He is telling, okay, let me try. Then he also goes above. They are thinking they are jumping inside the water. Are they truly? The fire below. If the fire is not there, the water is not warm, it is not boiling, then how the potato can jump? They cannot. Similarly, we are also having the same thing. And we do not understand who is helping us or doing this. So question, the disciple coming and asking the master, I don't like to see, but somebody is forcing me to see. I don't like to hear, somebody is forcing me to hear. What is this? I want my mind not to think anything, it is going on thinking, as if it is not my mind. Every one of you have noticed that. Then all our indriyas, sense organs, they are not controlled by me. But I say, it is my nose, it is my ear, it is my eye. Then who is controlling? Friends, we are trying to understand step by step actually what is there, whom we call God. All this God is there and we are doing the arati, offering food. But why? Who is this God? Where from it came? It's from our within. And that is very common. All other things may differ. But inside that consciousness, whom we call Brahman, Atman, Chaitanya, that is common. And from there, different names and forms have come. As an example, in the modern days we can say, these bulbs are different. See, one bulb is yellow, another is white. And the fan is moving. Name, form, activities are different. The name is the fan, form is different than the light, activity is giving the air. It is the light, different than the fan, its activity only to give the illumination. So likewise, so many varieties of the microphone that I am holding is also, name is different, form is different, activity is different. But one thing is common in all these. What is that?
Using electricity.
Pardon?
Using electricity.
Electricity, correct. If the electricity is not there, it is not going to work. But if it is so many names and form, so many different varieties of activities, but one common thing is there. And that is what Vedanta says, it is one without any second. And that one, from that all these energies are coming. Our thoughts, our energies, our efforts, our everything is coming from that. But the ordinary people don't understand. That's the reason slowly they have developed this Dvaita Bhava. They say God is there. When you show that God is there in the sky now so many satellites, none of them found the God. They find everything except God. But whenever you ask any religious man, where is God? First thing he will put the finger there. How far? There is no far away. But now the America is sending it to the sun. What else? Where else if they will go? No, at the God. Is it God over there? No, it is everywhere. It is exactly when that power, the God's power, when Swami Vivekananda, a 29 years young sannyasis stood up. He was so much afraid seeing the 7,000 people. He never saw so many people. And of the best minds of America. And they were all eager to listen. There are, that it's a Columbian exposition, and almost 16 different varieties of program was going on. A parliamentary religion was only one. And that was attended by, in the first day, 7,000 people. When they opened the hall, 4,000 people packed. Then another nearly 2,000-3,000 they were waiting. They had to open another hall to accommodate them. So they overflow, they went over there. So Hall of Columbus and another, now it has given the name Fullerton. So they, 7,000 people, what Swami Vivekananda said? He utilized that consciousness which keeps the whole mind oneness. It is Brahman. As because he was a yogi, he was having that power, so he threw that power through words. Shabda Brahma. Shabda means the word, and Brahman is that consciousness. The moment he said the sisters and brothers of America, that was 5 English words only and nothing else. But the whole 7,000 stood up and they were clapping for 2 long minutes. But why? One lady who attended that, he in her remembrance, she wrote very nicely that all the 7,000 of us who stood up and clapped, not knowing what for, why we were clapping. Just they were joyful completely, they were overwhelmed. But it's English words, and all they were Americans, the English is their language. They understood the meaning of it. And why they did? Because they felt the joy, tremendous joy, unexpressible joy. How they felt it? Because of the word. It is not only English word, through that word, the Brahma Shakti was given by Swami Vivekananda. For a minute or two they felt that. So oneness. They couldn't feel that we are separate. This man is coming from India, he is a speaker, we are listener, we are Americans. No differences. Friends, there it was proved, Brahma Shakti. The Brahman is truth. This power is existing. So this is Swami Vivekananda's Vedanta. The Vivekananda practiced that Vedanta, that oneness, and that the power generated in him in such a way that he could throw it. And what that power? Jesus Christ. He gave a call. He was a very poor man, illiterate person. Not that he is a king or he was a very learned, nothing like that. But when he was talking, multitudes were following him. You go and talk, see how many people will follow you. You will be followed by police. Hey, why you are talking over here? So that proves the power. Whatever the Jesus is telling is not the something new he was telling. The language was known to each and every one. Why then people followed him? That is the power. Friends, that proves something is there. Though this moment we cannot prove it in the laboratory, as we prove, because it is beyond the time-space causation. You can prove many things in the laboratory, and sometimes it is hypothetical way you are proving. It is like this, so it must be like this. But the God is there, the conception of that Brahman, which is all pervading. In each and every one of us, the same thing is there. Only thing we have to find it out. Why we can't find? Because of our ego. Because the ego that I am so and so, that makes me separated from that. Moment that ego will go away, we will find that all that I say is nothing but me. So you'll say, oh my God, if I feel that everything is me, then where I will go? My personality, my I-ness, studied so much and I have become a doctor, and suddenly I feel that I am also same with these illiterate people. No, it is not like that. We can give an example that a drop of water which was falling from the sky and it was shouting as I am shouting now, how come that I am going to lose my personality? That drop, when it fell into the ocean, what happened? It became the ocean. It became the ocean. That small drop, tiny drop, which was telling that I am so and so, it became the ocean. And that is the great joy and fearlessness. We are all the time fearful. We are going to lose these and that. All the time. And young people now, I know many, they're losing their jobs and going back to the India. As a particularly in what's called that IT sectors is happening. They're going back, and everyone is complaining, Swamiji, what will happen to us? We are going over there. If we don't get the job, and they have a house, they have a car, and their children were in the school. So great anxiety. What is going to happen? We are going to lose it. I don't know why. When you came, you never knew that where you are going. You came, you said, go back over there. You will find a job. You will again, you can work. And you are an intelligent person. Don't worry about it. But the spiritual fearlessness is completely different. Why? They always feel that I am existing. There are only two things are there. In the Drishya Viveka, the great book is there. In the 20th verse it says, a small book, and it says that there are only 5 things. The 3, they are for the Brahman. Last 2 for the Jagat. Asti, Bhati, Priyam. Rupam, Namam. These are the 5. Asti, existence. Bhati, knowledge. Priyam, bliss. These are the Brahman. And the balance 2, Nama and Rupa. Only Jagat. Now we are inside the Jagat. Nama and Rupa. We have a name, we have a form, and that way all these things, whatever we find, it must be having a name and form, otherwise we become really agitated. What is this? And sometimes some people, they go to the jungle, they see some animal, they could not find, what is this animal? Unless they know, they'll be immediately searching for the Google, what is this animal and all that. When they find, oh, animal, oh no, it belongs to the rat family. Oh, rat, okay. So they'll be satisfied. Otherwise, they're all the time. Why? Because our mind cannot go beyond that, name and form. Now, name should be given, otherwise we cannot. When the moment baby is born, immediately name should be given. Once in Andaman, when I was there, when twin daughters, they were born. And they were so same looking, it was so difficult for the nurses to find out who is who. So they put the green color band in the hand and the yellow. So Neela and Pila. Pila in Hindi means yellow. So Neela, the green, and the Pila. So Neela, Pila, their name became Neela, Pila. Two different names should be there, otherwise how to find it out? Even the mother was making the mistake. So sometimes she fed the one, and then second time came and was forcing to feed the same one. The other one was crying, but she made that mistake. So like this it was going on. So name and form, without beyond that we cannot think. But Brahman has no name, no form. How to reach over there? That is the reason they said, one father was teaching his son how to find out its star. And he said, "Son, can you see that star over there? It is Arundhati, is the name of the star." And son was searching, which one? Then father understood that it's difficult. Okay, can you see that river over there? Look at it. The father is trying to take the attention of the son to the sky, but started with the river. Can you see from the top, they were standing on the rooftop, can you see the river? Oh yes. On the bank of the river there is a long tall tree. Yes, I know that tree. I say, okay, from the top of the tree, make a straight line on the sky. What do you see? 5 stars, 7 stars. 7 stars. Now you just make a 45-degree angle to the right. The only one bright. That is Arundhati. Yes, now I know. So that, how the father took his attention? The same way, our spiritual fathers, they say, this is God. Come and sit before it. Pray to Him. Cry before Him. Sing before Him. Offer food before Him. Make Him happy. We are doing that. And some people will come and say, oh, look at those fools. They are feeding that photo. Can the photo eat? They are not feeding the photo. What they are doing by the process, when you are doing it, you forget all other things. And you are preparing the food for God. It must be very carefully prepared. And then you are giving it to God. God should come and eat. And you are attentively praying to God, please come, please come. What is happening by the process? The mind is becoming one-pointed. The same way the father put the mind into the river, go and see that river. Can you, like that, this is God. And when we see the God, they say it is not only God, it is Brahman also. And about the Sri Ramakrishna, there is a song that they will make the other stotras. Brahma Rupa Adi Madhya Shesha Salpa, like that. Brahma Rupa Adi, he is the Brahman. He is the Adi, he is the beginning. Now he has taken the form of a human being. Jesus said, I and my Father are one. About the Father we don't have any conception. But we know the Son. When the Son is like this, the Father will be like this. Will he be the same feature? No. But what then? Love. Love and unselfishness. Friend, I am concluding. After that I will invite your questions. What is God actually? Can anyone say that this is God? Suppose now the Durga Puja is coming. 10 hands lady is coming. And that is God, 10 hands? After Durga Puja will come Kali Puja, 4 hands. How come, where have the 6 hands gone? So, God was not having 10 or 6 or 4 and nothing. Actually, we are thinking in that way. And we are giving the shape. And our concentration, you must get up early in the morning without taking any food. You should bathe and put on the washed dress and come and repeat those mantras that the Guru has given to you and all those things you are doing. By that way, your mind is becoming one-pointed. When your mind is becoming one-pointed, that is why yoga is necessary. You can find that star over there, the Arundhati. Then suddenly you will see, yes, this picture was talking to me. People will come and say, are you mad? Can picture talk? I felt it, I saw it. When he went to the picture, is it all wrong thing? My thought was completely different. Did you not talk? Then he said, yes. Raghavan, Sri Ramakrishna was talking with an image, and stone image. Still that image is there. So many other people are also worshipping. That image is not talking with them, but she talked with Sri Ramakrishna. And everything was truth. How it is possible? Because that consciousness is present everywhere. So when the Jesus said, I and my Father in heaven are one, is not. Sometimes majority of the people, they make the mistake. They say it is only the Jesus. You must have to follow the Jesus. You have to keep the image of Jesus. Otherwise, you are in the wrong way. No. Jesus never said that. What he said? Love and unselfishness. There are two qualities. Blessed are those who are pure in heart, for they shall see God, he said. What is that purity? Have you ever asked? Have you discussed about that? Have you went in deep into that? What is that purity, he said? Only drinking the Ganga water, or Jordan water, or Jam water, or any other holy river water? We consider the river as holy. But the scientists say, don't touch that water, it is all contaminated. So many dirts or things are there. We consider it holy. I am considering. But what is then holiness then? What is the holiness?
Purity of heart.
A purity of heart. But again, what is purity? Heart we know.
Take the negative things out of your mind as much as you can, then it becomes purer and purer. And you think sometimes it will be really pure. Maybe.
Again, that's very good. The negative things we are giving up, and something will come up. What will come up, can you say? After all these negative things we give up, oh, he's bad, no, he's good. So all positive we are thinking. Then what will come ultimately?
Food free,
Love.
food free, free of thoughts.
No, not free of thoughts.
Love everyone.
Love. And exactly so. We have that love within our heart, right? We feel love for our kith and kin, our known people, our friends and relatives, right? The love is there, very much there. That love, when it becomes all-pervading, without any discrimination, without any boundary, without any reservation, when we can love each and every one, you are Jesus, you are Buddha, you are God yourself. Swami Vivekananda said, what is God? Unselfishness is God. Remember this definition of God. We are searching for God. But what is God? Unselfishness. And Swami Vivekananda said, each soul is potentially divine. That means each and every one, that potentiality is there. And what is this divinity again? Love and unselfishness. Only these two qualities. We are having love within us. We are having the unselfishness also within us. I have seen in our country, the father, that Durga Puja time you are supposed to purchase and give the new clothings to all your relatives and family members as a gift. The new clothing you have to give. And the poor man, whatever he earned, he purchased all and then he gave and nothing was left for him to purchase. So the old clothes he washed and he was wearing that. He was happy. Is it not unselfishness? He earned that money. But he didn't purchase the new thing for him. Rather, he purchased new and distributed. Unselfishness, but limited. Love, but limited. When I see my son, my daughter, my grandchildren, and our kith and kin, our family, love is there, but limited. Only these two things, already there. What we should do, Swami Vivekananda said in reply to Sister Nivedita, when she asked, what is your philosophy? He said, my philosophy can be said in two sentences. to make people aware about their divine nature. What is the divine nature? Love and unselfishness. It is already present. You cannot deny it. And then Swamiji said, my mission is to help them to manifest it. To make people aware about their divine nature and to help them to manifest it. Now these people collecting donation, they purchased this plot of land and the house, then they planned how to accommodate some other people, they purchased the chairs, this, that, everything, then they invited you, sent out the flyers, please come, all this, then they are inviting the Swami, and you know that when you invite the Swami you have to pay. Of course this time they are not paying because I have already got the money. So, and now this way they are paying the money, taking care. One young volunteer, he drove all the way from here 3 hours and to Dallas, and again he brought me back 6 hours, 7 hours he was driving today. Why? What we are going to give you? Only this awareness. Friends, we are having that quality. We are having that blessedness. We are pure in heart and we have every chance to see God. Jesus promised. He never said that only Christians can see the God. No. He said, blessed are those who are pure in heart. He never said there are other people. And it will be a bigotry if you say only Christian. No, he never said that. And he said pure in heart. And what is that purity? Prove it. Only love and unselfishness. Swami Vivekananda said, each soul is potentially divine. He never said only Hindus. He said each soul potentially divine. The potential is there, divinity is there. And how to manifest that? Now the question, how to manifest? Then the Hindus are giving you the 4 paths. Jnana, Karma, Bhakti and Yoga. And in the Ramakrishna mission, they combined it. We are sitting over here meditating. Then we are offering the food. Meditating means dhyana. Offering the food and doing the arati, bhakti. Then we are going and organizing this type of program and reaching out to people, helping them, talking to them. Karma. And then we are thinking, am I truly God? Am I having that quality? Why then? I am feeling jealous of that person. Why then these? Why then that? I should not. That is vichara. I am doing everything. Why should I only cry for the small little thing? Some people should appreciate me. For that only I will do this. If not, I will never do. Why this? I love, so I should do. I love to sing, so I sing. I love to paint, I do painting. I love to help people, I do go and help people. Whether after that I will go to the politics and run for, no, why should I? I love to help people, I love that. I like to do that. So that way when you are, 4 things are there, together. So Swamiji said, each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest the divinity within by controlling nature, external and internal. External nature we can control. It was raining, drizzling, and one gentleman came, he held the umbrella, without a drop of water, I came over here dry. External nature we can control. What about the internal nature? The jealousy, the hatred, the backbiting. Why? Now, when I was not in this world, the world was going on like this. When I won't be here, the world will continue. Why only for this many years? I'm ruining myself. We must think. And that is called Jnana Yoga. And ultimately when you become convinced that I am divine, only problem something is sitting on that divinity, and that is my ego. The ego is not me. Someone else has imposed that ego on me. And I am having this problem. Let me go, slowly remove that ego. And without that ego, what else will come? Self-confidence. Swami Vivekananda said, have the self-confidence. Atma Vishwasi. In Sanskrit they say Atma Vishwasi. I can do, I can do, I can do. See, so many Indians over here. Just 60 years before, 70 years before, can you imagine Indians coming to America and speaking in English, mixing with all the society, working, challenging, taking the responsibility? Impossible. We were all small villages, and people used to think, oh my, crossing the ocean? No, if you go, never will be able to come back, you will die. And now, nothing. Why? Because the self-confidence has come. The moment the confidence has come, intelligence is working. And when the intelligences are there, the human society, he is the king who is intelligent. It's not the physical. In the animal kingdom, it is all the physical thing. But in the human society, human thing, that is only the intellect. We understood that. Now time has come, after all these things, even then after achieving all this, I am not happy. Go and ask the President of America, sir, are you happy? How can I be? There are so many problems here and there. Even the man, that gentleman, is also not happy. And he is the most powerful man in the whole world. American president is not a matter of joke. He is not the matter. President of a small country, President of America. Tremendous power. Still then, he is not happy. Then what will bring the happiness to me? When I know myself. And then Rabindranath told, আপনাকে এই জানা আমার ফুরাবে না সেই জানারই সঙ্গে সঙ্গে তোমায় চেনা. A very simple Bengali said, when I am going to know about me is a lengthy, long process. It's not going to end. When I am going to know about myself is a long process. And when I am slowly going towards me, I am going to know about you. Why? Because you and me are one. Now, in the Bible, Jesus said, I and the Father are one. And when I can also say, I and the Brahman are one, that is pure Vedanta. Tat Tvamasi, the Supreme, the Guru said, you are that. Have this faith. Now practice. It may take a long time, as the Rabindranath is telling. It may take a long time. But I am going to know about myself. And what is that myself? Full of love and sympathy. All pervading. The whole world is my family. And then I can pray, Sarvastaratu Durgani, Sarvo Bhadrani Pashyatu. As the mother prays from distance, O Mother, O God, please keep my children happy, healthy, protect them. She is praying for her own children. And when you become a Vedantin, whole universe is your own, and you are praying to the same Supreme God. Let everyone be happy. Whatever language they are speaking, culture, dress, behavior, feature, no, they are not. Nothing is different. Within them there is the purity. Each and everyone having the love and the unselfishness. So, someday we will realize that truly, and we will become Brahman. We will become God, because in reality we are that. Thank you very much. Is the time okay?
All right, clear day.
Is there any question?
Yeah.
You have any questions here up to for about 10 minutes? If you have any questions, please go ahead, and after the event is over, we would like to keep the shrine quiet. So Maharaj will be available in the next house. You have all the time in the world to talk to him over prasad. So now, anybody having questions? Good.
Okay, so generally the path that 99% of us, well maybe 95 or so, are on is bhakti, right? It's the easiest, it's the friendliest
Correct.
way to get there. Have you heard of people who have gotten there the opposite way? How does that work? In other words, like we go through the front door. We get into the house to see God, right? But there's people out there like Eckhart Tolle and Byron Katie who got there through the back door. They were very negative people and no religion whatsoever. Very hateful and can you say something about that? Have you met people? How is it that works like that?
So, you are very correct. Through the bhakti, you are reaching to the God. Majority of the people, they understand this because bhakti means love. And the fraction of our love, I give it to God. So I am cooking for my family, I am cooking for God also. I am purchasing flowers to decorate my room, I am purchasing flower for God also. There's a part of it. And I feel as if I am at home, that whatever I do normally, I do for God too. That's a wonderful thing. That's why they always say, have that. But along with that, those people who are very, very negative, it is their bad luck. In the Hinduism they say, after 80 million birth, you can take the human form. 80 million birth. It's a long, in the Purana, the Vishnu Purana, it says 80 million. So that means you have to start with 20, all this, forget about that. So they are like that. We pray for them. But we have to make the progress. We pray for those who are negative type of people. They'll be criticizing you, torturing you. They killed Jesus. What Jesus said? They want help only. Love and neighbor, nothing. And he never demanded anything, but still the people killed him. Lord Buddha, he was teaching only peace. But still people tried to kill him. This type of people are always there. But this is a completely individual thing. I must go. Shankaracharya, in his Vivek Chudamani, he is telling the spiritual progress is only individual. Your parents, your friends, your relatives, your guru, no one can help you. In the sloka he says, Adhikari namashaste falasiddhi visheshata. It depends on you, how you take. Don't look at these and that. Only pray. Oh Lord, they are so negative. Please give them some good idea. And please protect me so that I can love you every day. And that way, when you are going, and when you are praying for them, benefit will be there for them, sure. And when you are praying for them and at the same time for you, I want to see you, I want to talk to you, please help me. And like a baby who has lost the mother, crying and looking, where is the mother, where is the mother, I don't want anything else. The baby will never eat or drink anything. My mother, same way if we can pray in the devotional way, the same God in the image, in the photo, will surely appear because it's all pervading, all powerful. So surely he will come. Any other questions, sir? And the dollars, they were having so many hands raising. So
I have very simple question.
simple question. Okay. Ask the question, give the answer.
Yeah. Maharaj, my question is extremely simple. We had a satsang with one of the visiting Maharaj, and I asked him, householders, we are all faced with multitude of problems. How do we concentrate and realize the self? It's totally impossible. And he said, it doesn't matter if you're a householder or a monk, but your mind should be monk-like and not monkey-like. That's what he told me. So the monk-like, I think from Maharaj talk, I got one factor, that is loving. Is there anything else you can explain? What are other aspects of monk-like?
See, so that's why the Vedanta they say, as Swami Vivekananda is telling, each soul is potentially divine. So if you have that idea, Swami Vivekananda went to Cairo, and there, when he was walking with some of the European friends, they were also new. They went to a bad area, bad locality. And all the girls, they were there, and the scanty dresses, they were doing. So Swamiji, instead of hating them, Swami Vivekananda started telling, oh my mothers, why you have brought them down so low? He was just uttering, and whole situation changed. Some of the ladies, they ran inside, some came and then started kissing his feet, some were crying profusely. Touch of holiness. This touch of holiness, immediately we can understand, we are making, the moment the mind goes to the body, all problem comes. When the mind goes to the self, all problems are solved. So that's why at this moment, don't think the monks are not having the problems. So many other problems are there. But we have to go and talk to the God. So see, you have given me this ministry job, so I am going and doing this and that. Some problems are coming, sometimes monetary, sometimes social. So many things happen. You have to pray and you say, whatever within my power, I will try to do. But one thing we should not forget, repeating the name of God constantly, constantly, constantly. If you go on repeating the name of God, all other things will be taken care of. Practice of the presence of God. There's a beautiful book, I think by Brother Lawrence. The practice of the presence of God. There also, this story is there. One simple person, he was listening to the sermon of a father, and the father told, you must practice that Jesus is always with you. Practice the presence of God with you. Then he thought, okay, after the lecture he went to the father, sir, can you please explain? I don't have time, you go to somebody else. He started asking questions from different churches. No one could give the reply, and because he was a very simple person, so everybody used to avoid. Then he reached to a village, and there he found is a humble church, and the one person, he is reading the Bible, not many people attending the mass, and then he went and told, sir, can you please tell me what is the meaning of this? He looked at him and said, can you stay here for 7 days? Yeah, if I get the answer, I'll surely stay. Okay, stay here. And now I will tell you this mantra. Repeat it 100 times, practice for 7 days, then come. After 7 days he came and told, have you repeated? It's so easy. 100 times is nothing. Within 2 minutes it's over. Okay, then 500 times come after, again after 7 days. Then 1,000 times, 5,000 times, 10,000 times. And then when he came after, say, few days, say 15 days or 20 days, how many you are counting? Oh, I can't stop. Automatically, even when I am sleeping, it is going on. When I get up, it is going on. Any other thought? No, only about God, God and God. You are in the presence of God. So practice of the presence of God, that's why, friends, you know that in September, is the 11th September that we are 125th year of the great, the meeting that Swami Vivekananda and others, they held, Parliament of Religion. We are celebrating that. All over the world we are celebrating. As a Ramakrishna Vedanta Society Chicago, we will have 3 days program, 28, 29 and 30 of the September. And there we are publishing a book, collecting different information. Under one cover, there will be 7 religions and how they originated, when they originated, who is the founder, what is the basic of that religion, the practices and the goal of that religion. That we are giving in a chart and details inside the book. There may be some mistake, very hurriedly we are doing it. But if you read that chart, you will find all of us are doing the same thing. The first thing, morality. All religions teaching, the faithfuls, the followers, you should be moral. And then you should fast. You should visit the holy places, pilgrimage. And you should do some charity. You should help others. Each and every religion. Right from the Hindus down to Islam, all are the same thing they are practicing. Then why we are fighting? That is the question. Because we don't know each other. All practicing the same thing. Islam, they are also counting the beads. Allahu, Allahu, that is their own mantra. This Christianity, particularly Catholics, they count the beads. And if you go to the Buddhists, they are counting the beads. And Mani Padme Hum, like that they are counting. Hindus are also counting the beads. We have different type of mantras and we are not supposed to utter that. So that way, the same practices in every religion. Why? We are counting the beads, taking the name of God, so that other thought, or worldly thought, anxiety and things, that can stop. Taking the name of God. So mantra diksha they take. The Guru gives nothing but the name of God. And he says, only go on repeating this. Particularly Ramakrishna Mission, no formalities. Others, they impose some formalities to keep them in the same system. So this is the way we are publishing that book. 30th, we have invited the 4 spiritual leaders, they will come and explain. And our Swamis, 4 Swamis, they will also explain the Hinduism. Hinduism at the time of Veda, Hinduism at the time of philosophy, Hinduism before Sri Ramakrishna, Hinduism after Vivekananda. The total Hinduism is long. And we will know, I am sure, we will understand that everything is the same. Only we are calling in different names, that's all. And I have a dream, I think I told you, that to make one home of harmony, it's not a museum, it should be a home. It should be very easy. And some Muslims are coming, they are going and looking at their own things, and then they can visit the Buddhist or the Hindu or the Christian. That will be a home sort of thing. They can pray over there, and they can give the sermon over there, have the dialogue over there, research over there. It's a home, and then there will be a college attached with that. The college will be the College of World Religions. And 5 subjects we will teach over there. All dream. Don't think it's going to happen. It's all dream. And if somebody can do it, But we will be trying within my lifetime if I can, because a lot of money is necessary. So these plannings are all there. 5 subjects. Any religion is having a history, a geography, an economy, sociology, and then the philosophy. So these 5 subjects we will teach over there. So you need a big place. You have to accommodate so many people and nice the construction and all this. So I am dreaming. It's not daydream, it's original. So let me see if the God and the Mother bless. Maybe someday. So many people are spending so much of money for this purpose if they give. And this is so essential. If we know each other, the young people, they will come and learn and they grow. And when someone will talk something against a religion, no sir, it's not like this, it is like this. Why you are against that? That is the only way, through religion, we can bring peace and harmony into this world. Thank you and good night then.